Alright, so we'll go Wormkin secondary for this one. I could look up the logbook, I guess, if I want to see one we haven't done yet. I mean, I haven't done most of them with Wormkin secondary. So I guess we did Awoken the other time. We could do a Monster Train 2 clan. Maybe we could do maybe a Madam Lion's Bane or Belit run. Maybe Belit. I don't know. I guess that's... I haven't played Belit in forever. Oh. Okay, this glitch is... Wow, this glitch is really tough today. What was that, 5 times I touched that? Oops. Hope I didn't screw it up there. Okay. Right, Belit. I mean, I think Madam Lion's Bane is a lot better. And also, you know, I'm not 100% sure on if Fracture or Echo Break is better. I do think Echo Break is better, but we could give Fracture a shot here. Although I guess with Under Legion, maybe not, right? With Under Legion, maybe not, because they're kind of already damage over timing. I think I'll stick with Echo Break for now. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do an audible here. Let's go. Oh my god, I cannot click anything. Like, what is going on here? Does this happen to anybody else? Is it just me? Like, is it just something weird with my computer? We can go Grail just since it doesn't have the OP starter. I do want to play Fracture, but that probably makes the least sense to do it with the band, with the clan that does the majority of their damage through Rot. Alright, let's go ahead and do it to it. Actually, this combo with Rail Forge would be great, because all of the equipment. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it does with Wormkin. So we got Entropy, more mass, which is, yeah, ass. And then Slay, Strix and Hollow. You got a Pincushion. Wow, you do love to see that with exiled, whatchamacallit. And I would absolutely love to take an Artificer run here. We got Herzl Horde as well. That's pretty good. And wow, pretty good start is here. Forever Serum Shelter. Very strong start. Damn it. I just like the permascaling path with the Pincushion, because then you can just keep spamming Pincushion with equipment, but then you still get the permascaling on it. So I don't know. Equipped and Pincushion obviously have anti-synergy, because it has to be that unit. So I might just do 8 Hungers. Then I can... It'll be good. It's just a very solid path. Very early Sinner Salve is nice because the Calcifent Embers are so easy to burn out. So if I don't think I'm hitting a bunch of steals, but I'm definitely hitting these steals, I think. Maybe arms. I don't know, but Wormkin sounds pretty good to me. We'll see. Especially with the Herzl Horde. I suppose both clans have expensive units, so... this steel's not so good. That steel sucks. So it's just the first 2 steals, and not even necessarily the second steel. I probably don't hit another steel the whole run. So I think we just take the Blight. Doesn't really hurt me too much. We'll just put the both of them top. I kind of want to put this in front, just so it dies. I'm even potentially willing to do this, because I'm pretty sure this floor, by the time this tank gets here, can one-shot them. Pretty sure they can. I just want to clear out space So like if I draw, basically it's only useful if I draw like all of these erratic cystis as one at once. But I figured since I'm probably killing them, but I guess since I didn't draw a single erratic cyst in here, now I'm significantly worse off. Can do that then. Oh, what am I doing? I should have put it on the collector. I'm fucking so stupid. Why? It's just a play I don't make that often, so it's not in my radar. But that definitely would have been the better play. Oh well, we'll look to that in the future if we're so lucky. Alright, so we are killing. That means we'll kill all of these. Let's maybe just do that then. If I draw 3 or more here, we can still fit them in, so it's fine. Could have had a lot more money there if I just put the reanimate on the right unit. Though who knows? Maybe to kill this boss, I need the reanimate here. Who knows? Might as well just double shelter, honestly. Later on, Replicator Ray could be pretty good. But for now, maybe not. Tempted just to take another serum. I'm not a huge fan of It's Alive being nerfed, although It's Alive is pink here. I really think they should bring it back to 10 attack. It wasn't that good of a card, right? I mean, who was ever saying this card was broken? If anything, I always heard it was weak. I thought it was just very middle of the road. Now it's like a little underwhelming at 7 attack. I mean, especially when you consider everything else in this clan. It's like, okay, unless I really need the lifesteal or for whatever reason the advance, I don't know that I would take it very often. Although I'm here, it's obviously, since we're Wormkin, it being pink is like moving me toward it. I think we will take it. Give us a little leeway with what we can do there. I don't think we'll need an echo transfer on this run. You know, we're permascaling with Pincushion, and Baron Grail scales well enough. I mean, I can already technically use It's Alive if I need some extra flat attack in a fight. Granted, this is double as good, but if I get eggs, I'll be very sad to have this. And Echo Snare, another card that I don't think really needed to be nerfed, but it is pink, and it will do some AoE damage, and I can just play it on my floor if there's no enemies, at no downside to me, so I think it's okay. Definitely going left. Dualism, quick, and clan-specific buffs. Alright, I guess we are doing some permascaling stuff, huh? I mean, dualism doesn't really help anything. But, yeah, I mean, if I get echoed, or Kinhost Carapace here, the egg is always fine, too. I kind of like the permascaling here. I don't think I like any of these upgrades, though, so I'll probably just re-roll this. One thing I guess that kind of sucks is Pincushion and Carapace do somewhat compete for upgrades. Like, they both want basically just multi-strike and Titanite. I could just settle for quick here. It's very unenticing, I feel. Okay. Smidgestone here could work. It's still a little bit awkward though, but that means I can put Pincushion with it. I think that's fine. And then still put erratic assistance on, or even a spear steward. I don't know though. Even then, I'm like, these erratic assistants really want to go with Grail. But I have to imagine Smidgestone is always worth on a 3-pip unit, just in a general sense. Wouldn't mind adding some flat attack to these because it just helps out my champ path. The health is more iffy. But I think we do it. I'm not gonna have much money if I don't kill it. Man, I would have loved to have some extra money. Hopefully I can get the collector this time. Draw -1 could make that tough though. Yeah, but hopefully I can put reform on the collector. It is quick several cherubs, which is a bit annoying. I think we gotta run them on separate floors for now. So I need to protect you here. We'll only have one slot each, bottom and top, for erratic assistance, so hopefully we'll draw all of them at once. Although drawing this one early is really good, so we get... Oh, I forgot it only takes the attack. I think it takes the health later on, right, with additional points into it. I guess I can double check. It's been a while since I even ran Baron Grail. Nope, only attack. Is that something that changed? I swear. Maybe he just has natural attack, so he always seemed tanky. Or he has natural health later on, so he always seemed kind of tanky to me, but... I guess it's only attack, so that was definitely a waste to add the health there, but... yeah. Is what it is. I'm gonna put this one here. I think I'm gonna let the Quicksilver stuff go through. Do I do this turn? I actually do think I do. It means this guy doesn't die though, which would be, yeah, maybe I shouldn't do it this turn. Could be, yeah, it'd be better to do it on a turn like this where, you know, I have the no reap, and even drawing the shelter here allows me to do that as well if I want to do that, which I think I do. Guess I gotta do this, or this is just gonna die. And then I think we do this turn. You can go shelter up top in this one. Could be better to do it up top because we got way more stats here. The question is, do I permascale for one here and let the backliner die? I mean, the backliner will die just mid anyway, so I think I should just do that. It's fine. We won't do as much damage here, but that's not too big of a deal. Yeah, we just have to put a 1 pink here and we're good. Alright. They're dead. Do this. Could be a little iffy up here. Alright, this should get us out of this. Perfect. Alright, well, we're coming along here. Hopefully we have enough stats. I know we're still kind of early into the scaling with these units, but Pincushion's starting to hit, and it'd probably be a few more fights for Carapace. I could even argue abandoning Carapace if it's too tough. Like, I really don't know. I don't have too many runs like this where I have two units that kind of separately scale. I gotta say, a pip upgrade might be the rare pip upgrade for me that I might take, because that would make my life a lot easier. If I could put Baron Grail on the floor with these guys, that would make my life so much easier. Well, I gotta say, the pink It's Alive definitely was a good card that last fight. I think it's more or less is clearing Sanguine Assistant here. I know Sanguine Assistant would be more efficient Ember and draw-wise to some degree. I mean, it is not immediately. It's like draw and Ember-wise, it's, or not draw, but we'll say speed. Speed and Ember-wise, it is bad, worse than It's Alive for the first 2 turns or so after you draw it, and then after that it becomes positive. But yeah, the fact that it's not pink either, it's just slow. It's much slower than It's Alive. I guess there's some benefit on Assistant if It's Alive is something you don't want to play on your backliner, which right now it's usually just going on our frontliners, so it's not a big deal. Also, It's Alive could be used to shift our units around. Keep in mind, if there was no way to keep my Grail alive, for example, I could have just shifted, if I draw It's Alive, I can just shift the backliner forward. With a Pincushion or Kinhost Carapace, those are really good targets for that. I think we just take this. Echo Infusion is pretty good. We do have the shelters right now, and we have Reanimate, and we have Lifesteal, so it's like, do we really need another defensively focused thing? I don't think so. We're also permascaling our health anyway on everything other than Grail. I could also argue I may want gold for this upcoming Merchant of Steel. I am pretty committed to this Merchant of Steel, I think. But what I really want to get is, with Hers a Horde, I might as well get more units. And this deck could make a lot more sense if I could pair either a Carver or a Keeper with a Kinhost Carapace. Then I don't have to take a pip upgrade, and it's easier for me to justify going Grail with Cushion on a floor. And then Kinhost plus either Carver or Keeper. Now, on the other side of things, if the banners only offer eggs, then I'm screwed, because that is complete anti-synergy with the Carapace. But I could just skip them in that case. Yeah, we'll take this anyway, though. It's good enough. Multi. That's going to be good. And a Smidgestone. Yeah, they came in somewhat expensive, or at least the Smidgestone did, so even if I skipped here, I wouldn't be able to afford both of them, which feels a little bit better. Although, technically, if I skipped the last card and this unit, I could actually afford both, which honestly wouldn't be too bad. I could just... Smidgestone and Pincushion would be alright. It's not amazing, but it does technically allow me right now still to just put the Pincushion, Carapace, and Grail on a floor and still have a space for, the erratic assistance. Alright, well that makes my life easier. Okay. Man, I still wish I had the money, but I guess I still wouldn't have got it, because I'm definitely taking Keeper there every time. So on the one hand, we could just put a multi-strike on maybe Carapace. I will say, even though the Pincushion had a head start, most likely the Carapace will pass up this Pincushion in stats. especially if I'm comboing it with a keeper, which I would want to, you know, focus on. What is a dupe situation? We got one here, one there, one there. So standard amount of dupes, 3 total. I'm thinking I could just dupe. I probably don't need Smidge Stone on the keeper. I can just put a reanimate on it, since this is my last steal anyway. And I only really need 2 of them. You know, 2 to 3 is sweet spot, more the merrier, but you definitely need at least 2 on the floor, I think, to justify this unit. I think one of them is not that enticing, but 2 of them I kind of got a stew going, and if I just simply add the reanimate, that will help me keep them alive in time to find like an It's Alive or something and just get their stats up, because they're going to come in at the vanilla 20 health here, since health was not offered. But and then that allows me to just put the multi-strike on this, who is ultimately going to be eventually frontlining anyway. Right now I don't think so. So when eventually this thing just frontlines, and at that point it gets the first 2 big hits. It depends on the fight, right? Like it really depends. This is, by the way, already looking like I would rather have Echo Break, though. I'm just thinking ahead to like the Titan fight, and Echo Break would be so much easier for me to set a bottom floor with. But you know, that's neither here nor there. So we'll take the multi-strike here, and we'll do this. We should do this on an erratic assistant as well. Still, also, had I not blown that money there, I could have afforded the Smidge Stone. But you know, given everything that's shown up, Smidge Stone I don't think is that necessary here. Consume gross Michael, gross like yuck, yeah. Very gross. Technically it would be a very good if it, you know, doesn't break on me the second time, which I know it will. But technically speaking, I get giant attack values out of that, and the other ones aren't really all that good. I mean, I do have 2 consumable. Actually, I have 4 consumables. I have 6 consumables. What am I talking about? Easy choice. Okay, York. Thank you. I was almost gonna have to consider breaking my vows and taking Gross Michael here, but no, I vow to never take that fucking piece of shit again. And I'll stick to it, and it makes it a lot easier also when something's just objectively better. Actually, I wouldn't even say objectively better. Honestly, that giant amount of attack later probably could even beat a 6 consumed deck Yorick, but we'll just pretend it won't. We'll say Yorick is the correct choice here, sure. That's how I can sleep at night peacefully. For this fight, do we want to switch it? Go Keeper and Carapace up top, giving us more time to, you know, we got the Reanimate, so I can frontline Keeper. It gives us more time to scale the Carapace too, which I think, especially since we dedicated these resources to it, is definitely the way to go here. Also, by the way, I could still take a pip upgrade at some point. I think the second boss upgrade we might know by then. You know, if I don't really have a way to overstack, which it's kind of rare in this combo that I would. But you know, we'll just see. Maybe I get some sort of cavern or something that makes it possible, like flight or something. But yeah, what am I saying? So basically, yeah, we're just gonna do this. I think we'll focus on this here, because Gray will be very risky to put there. I guess I could frontline Pincushion there. And honestly, for this fight, maybe I should just frontline Pincushion. At this point, it kind of makes sense. It just really sucks if it dies, but I don't think it will die. Gotta get rid of one of those. All right, so one of you can go here for sure. Oh. Okay, I was like, did I put the one with no attack down? They both didn't have attack, so it's all good. Well, I can just chump block here. I mean, there's no sense taking a hit here, or no sense taking a reanimate stack here. Granted, I do waste my lifesteal, but it's not the end of the world. I should have put it down here, maybe. I don't know. So what I'm thinking is I could just permascale right now and then hit the fracture. That way I still get the extra hit. I think it makes sense. Because I still want the Inspire anyway. And I definitely want this Reap to actually hit. I want this guy, main thing with this guy is you gotta hit him as many times as possible. Now for that situation, Echo Break would have been worse, I think. Because I wouldn't have wanted to spawn these guys first, because then I couldn't jump block. Alright, the attack one, we definitely gotta put that one down here. I need to definitely make sure we get some lifesteal on this guy though. He's gonna die pretty quick. Could put a reanimate on him. Seems like a waste to use Fracture up here, but I still get an Inspire, but it's like I want to focus on this Carapace. I don't really need to Fracture that. It would be maybe nice to hit it here, though. I think if we hit it here, this dies, and then we get a pink on the floor, so this thing keeps getting hit. I think it makes sense. And as for this, I'm going to give this guy this. It'll give me some leeway to get some lifesteal. I'm going to wait on the shelter. So get that to follow up a hit as well. I guess I should have put the fracture on the boss. And I for some reason I thought I was going to shelter, but then as the turn went on, I'm like, well, why am I going to shelter now? Why not wait till I get a ton of shit, you know? Oh, this guy's taking a big hit. Well, like I said, this is why we have the reanimate. It'll pop on his giant hit, but even then, it's going to be tough. I need to draw like It's Alive and Fervor Serum together, probably. I don't even think Shelter would ever help me here. So we got that Reap there. I'm tempted. I do want to permascale this turn, so I'm like, maybe I just blow it up here. I think that's okay. I want to use these things on cooldown. Then, do I really need to use it on cooldown, though, if I'm not at 4? That's another thing. I probably should just wait till I'm at 4. There's no real reason to use it on cooldown if I'm having such a low amount. See here, I wish we drew the one with the health. Actually, my mistake would seem better here. So there's just too many fucking enemies here. This is definitely one where I feel like the Echo Break would be better, because then I could put this guy down, block one of them. I can Echo Break, kill a guy immediately. And then there's just 2 more hits, which means I guess I would have been screwed either way, though, huh? I guess in this case I could do this play. But does that still die here? It's 10. It's 15 damage. I don't technically die, and I do reanimate my health here. Why don't we do that? And I'll do this. And then here, we want to probably give that here. Let's do that. This boss is still hitting pretty tough. See here, I'm like, maybe at this point this makes quite a lot of sense, doesn't it? Just get that health in now. Because I still am not exactly sure what I can do down below. There's quite a lot of incoming damage. 5. So there's 6 plus 6, so 12. Yeah, duh, I can just read it there, 12. So obviously Pincushion. I guess if do I even want to get Pincushion in the front? See, I kind of want to put this here still, because I'm like, I could chump block for quite a while. I don't even necessarily need to eat this thing right now. But then when it's about to die, I just eat it. But if I put this up here, it's pink, so I already get Inspires, and then I get more value out of this Keeper of the Echoes. I mean, I could also use a Spear Steward, but I'm tempted to do this. The problem with this is I do lose 1 permascaling stack on the Pincushion if I'm not putting it down below. I feel like we gotta get Pincushion to the front here somehow. Alright, I think I got it. We're gonna go Man, I really want this here too, though. I kind of need it here. You know what? I think we have no... We're focusing here, I think. Ah, I fucked up. I was supposed to do this first. God damn it. Well... Not the end of the world, I guess. Might as well actually... There could be a turn where I actually get the lifesteal into this guy still. I still might be able to swing it. Let's put this here. And then... I guess I do need a fracture here. I'm just going to do it here, I think, for the echoes. I think that now that we got 4, might as well use this. Plus, we don't need the echoes here this turn. I'm going to be back 1 second. Alright, here we are. Alright, so I'm going to imagine this shelter is the one that we held on to for perhaps just this moment. I guess it really depends. I mean, I could put it up above, I could put it down here. It feels like a waste maybe to put it down below because this guy has multi-strike. Yeah, I think we just keep doing... Like, this could be... I guess because I did that. Yeah, this is tough. I need to kind of... I could still maybe on the next turn, if I'm really lucky. I think we do got to play shelter this turn though, but if I can somehow get both of the It's Alives on the same turn, that would be ideal. Man, this is a lot of incoming damage coming up though. Yeah, it's a tough call. I really would benefit from getting the health restored here. How much armor can I get? Can I get it so it's above 10? If so, that's ideal. Because this guy has more damage than Keeper right now, though I guess this pushes him over. So if I move forward to get another Echo, I get 1 other Echo. So I can get 4 armor, but I can generate 2 pink, so I'm up to 6 plus 4. It's exactly lethal on me, unfortunately. Am I right? I mean, it's like pink goes to 5, fracture goes to 6, and then I have 2 pinks. I play this 4 plus 6 is 10, so that play sucks. Kind of just got to do this then, unfortunately, and bite the bullet. Still though, we should focus everything on this floor anyway, unless, yeah, I could still hold the shelter. I mean, it's, like I said, it's not that useful down here. I think we hold the shelter, because I do kind of want to kill this guy. And the only way to do that is double fracture. Alright, that makes our life so much easier. So we'll just do the double lifesteal play here. And then here's probably better to kill one of these. We got him down to 15, so we might be okay. I mean, it's going to be a little close. But I think the re-heal there, yeah, we're good. Get that. Still alive. I'm still alive. Yeah, we're up to... See, like I said, we're already passing the Pincushion pretty much. So I think we invested our resources in the correct unit. I mean, the thing with the Pincushion is, like, I would have needed maybe to have had some grafted units in our starters, or have taken just some extra equipment. But it just didn't seem natural to with the cards that came up. Unearthed Remains could be good. Somebody in the Soul, I guess, doesn't really do anything for me. Well, it could stack Reanimate. And I guess Lifesteal. And I guess Armor. I mean, we do have some armor, but... Not enough that I feel that this is all that good. I'm already having to extract my pink stuff quite often, but it could be more useful, I guess, on my other floor, the Baron Grail plus Pincushion floor. You know, that's kind of our Scottie Pippen floor. You can't forget about Scottie Pippen. He's very important to winning the championship. There's a noticeable difference if Scottie Pippen isn't in the game, and we got to keep Scottie Pippen in the game, so that could be a way we do it. Basically, we would dedicate, since we already get a natural reanimate on Keeper anyway, we could maybe justify putting the Forevermore serums on that Scottie Pippen floor, with Baron Grail and Pincushion. And, you know, then we could just start buffing it. I mean, it seems like a really expensive way to basically accomplish what the Forevermore serum just does with 1 Ember and no echo requirements. This is 2 Ember with essentially a 4 echo requirement. But I feel like we do still meet that requirement. But I don't know, it'd be a dead draw the first time through the deck, which I don't like. That already makes a card very It's tough to value a card high in my eyes if it generally can't find value on the first draw through the deck. Now, there obviously are some exceptions to that rule, because some cards are just so powerful when you can get through the deck and reuse them that they're justifiable, but I don't know that Symphony of Soul consistently is that powerful, considering the requirements, right? It's like, I don't know, I really need, it's just 1 unit, it doubles buffs and armor. It's like, it's not something that is inherently broken within Wormkin, so it's really dependent on the other clan. Now, granted, we are Lazarus with Reanimate, so it's like there's technically something busted for it, but I could just take something easy like the Unearthed Remains. Scarper Parts, I don't know, this card just isn't very good. Pretty much full stop. I don't know why I'd ever take it. I think we just take the Unearthed Remains. It's much easier to take here. We cannot really support another Carapace, and obviously an Egg's not good. And obviously another Pincushion is not good. So this is quite literally one of the most untakeable, like just objectively untakeable sets of cards I've ever seen. It's like the only one that you can maybe even remotely justify as a Kinhost vessel, but it also comes with the Calcified Ember. My thought on the Kinhost vessel, it's still like very unlikely it would ever be correct to take it here, but like my thought on it is that we still have a 3rd floor, and I guess if I end up with like some artifacts that can help with hatching it, I could maybe hatch it, you know, take that plus like an accelerated incubation or a Soul's Siphon intrinsic or something, and it wouldn't actually be wouldn't be too hard to hatch it. But that's a lot of speculation, all for Calcified Ember, so not taking that at all. So I did say, like, things would be easier if I took a pip upgrade, because then I could run everything on 1 floor. And honestly, I'm leaning toward it, because I don't need any deployment Ember. Even after my dupes, I'm still a Herzl Horde, right? And, you know, draw would be alright. I think Ember's actually the least likely thing for me to take here. My turns really have never been wanting forever, really ever, and maybe now that I got the Unearthed Remains, that'll be more the case, but, and also if I do take a draw upgrade, for instance, it might be more the case, but I'm feeling pip here. Like I said, it's like, there's not too many caverns other than the flight one that would really, we could bank on getting like a way to overstack our floors in this combo. There's just no ascend and descend and whatnot, but there's stuff like Replicator Ray that could kind of work too, but I think just to make our life easier on ourselves, we take this pip upgrade. Then I fit everything on the floor. The Keeper of Echoes become that much more valuable. Alright, I could really go either way here, because getting some of these, even though I said I'm kind of strapped for Ember, like, I don't know, like, It's Alive on Holdover would be pretty good, because then I actually, I don't know, my defense is very largely solved at that point, especially into these bosses. You know, we don't have any real AoE threat necessarily. Other than if we run to the Savagery Ring 7, but we can just survive the storm usually. You know, we got enough tools in our kit here. But yeah, if I go left, Consumer Move would be really good on Fervor. More Serum. Double Stack would be acceptable. Holdover would be good on It's Alive. And I guess past that, I don't know. And I could also maybe argue Consumer Move on Unearthed Remains if it's getting paired with the -2 in the same shop. That would be really good. But I could also argue I'm almost certainly duping this Keeper of Echoes, so I'm not in any rush to try to put together a good spell card that would conflict with its dupe priority, especially when you got it right around the corner, and it's paired with the magic anyway. And, you know, Wormkin has such good artifacts. I think we just go to the right. Plus, we need some Pyre Health anyway. Luggage could be good, I guess. Part Factory could also be good. I mean, it's, if anything, it's more scaling for Pincushion and Grail. We do start to get to a point where I guess we may need Ember. I don't know. I'm going to hit the cavern first, I think, here. Gee golly. Well, shit. I guess we do the Keeper. I'm definitely running out of deployment Ember fast, but yeah, we'll do the Keeper. Once, not 5. I wish I had something that made sense to do 5 with, but nothing here really. Maybe It's Alive, I don't know. Would it actually make sense to just ×5 a vanilla pink It's Alive? I mean, like we said, it pretty much guarantees I'm alive, and I can, you know, I got the dupe right around the corner. I can just dupe the Keeper at that point. I don't need the Keeper duped right now, but if I had a bunch of It's Alives, that would actually give me a pretty good attack. Man, I wish it was the old version. It'd be even better. It would be easier choice if it was the old version. I'd be like, yeah, hell yeah, It's Alive, let's do it. I'm probably still going to do it, though. I mean, the other option is I could do Erratic Assistance, the one with the health and the attack. Not a horrible plan either, honestly. But it could make for some bad turns, whereas I don't think there's ever too bad of a turn with a bunch of It's Alive. I could even use it to kill a Collector sometimes. I mean, is there anything else really that important in this deck? Not really. I think that kind of just solves so many things for us, so we'll do it. This may be stupid. It's risky. It's a risk I probably didn't need to take, but here we are. So I'll dupe that other thing later. I think I will do both of these. I would have loved to flex in Artificer here, by the way, if it was offered, but it was not, so we'll just keep going on the Devourer path. Devourer's nice because you can just go all in on it, and it's just self-sustaining. Even with just the starter cards, it'll be alright. -1 Ember, that's also hurting our deployment Ember. The Ember does kind of suck here. It kind of limits my... It's 150 gold, though, but it definitely limits my permascaling. But coming up here with no gold, I do want some gold for this Merchant of Magic. I can sacrifice a few things of permascaling, I guess. But yeah, we can fit pretty much everything on the floor now, so we should. I'm trying to think how to order this. Do I put Pincushion in the... Oh man, I'm actually... Fuck. Well, this is not the end of the world, but I should leave space here. Okay, I didn't realize that... I guess I'm 1 pip short of what I actually need to do here. Well, you know what? It's still not the end of the world. All this means is this floor is gonna just be probably a triple keeper, at least a double keeper floor, and I'm not gonna have Grail here. And I will still run Pincushion on its own floor, I guess. We'll put this here, I guess, so it can get immediately eaten. We'll put this up here in case there's a collector. Okay. It's an attack one, so we definitely want to... eat that one. I'll put the other one down first just so it gets some scaling. I could have kept scaling that and then done that, but yeah, that probably would have been more intelligent too, but whatever. We'll put that, still put this here for that scaling. Oh, I'm so dumb. I am so dumb. It's like as I was talking about this in my head, I'm like, oh, Baron Grail's on this floor. That's why I put the Sanguine Assistant there, because I was going to immediately eat it. And then I'm like, wait a minute. No, the Pincushion is on that floor. God damn it. Well, I mean, it's probably better that I have Grail on this floor. I should have put the Sanguine Assistant down here. It's definitely a fuck up. I think I can just put this guy forward, and yeah, as long as he's not dying, I can even stack lifesteal this turn. And then this thing will scale a little bit, and I'll just eat it next turn. Or it just stays here, either or. I think we got 4 here, so let's do this. Hopefully one of these guys leaks. I don't think they will. So this guy, unfortunately, is a wasted scale. Unless I have a way to kill it. Do I have any way to kill it? I don't think so. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, we can keep that one scaling. Well, it doesn't really matter. Here, how do I want to do this? Let's do it like this. I think I want to keep you in front. Let's put this one in. Keep this in front. Actually, I should... yeah, I'll keep it in front. And I'll eat the one without the health. Put this back. I might as well keep protecting these, that way I can eat each of them. No sense having them die to chunk block if they don't need to. Darn it. I finally had my sights on the collector, and I didn't have any Forevermore Serums because of they were all drawn in the first turn, if my memory serves me. Alright, let's eat the littler one? Waves remaining 3. No. Yeah, I think I'll eat the littler one. And then I want to make sure I play these so that I'm getting my money. I need to remember that. Of course, if I do this, I kind of want to let this guy through because then I can get the Permascaling. So I don't want to do this one. I probably just want to go get one more scaling here and then Permascale. Yeah, that looks good. Oh wow, I lost my reanimate there. I didn't realize there was that much damage coming in. Fuck. Well, that's why we kept this one around, just in case I could move it forward. Looks like I'm going to have to. And I do have the shelter, but I have no pinks here now. Alright, this thing dies. That's good. Let's move you forward. Then at least this lives. I would love for this keeper to be alive. Not a great shelter turn. Probably just do the Echo Snare so that this dies. Or should I save that? Do I eat this turn? Or keep it in play? I might need the damage. I don't need the damage. Yeah, let's eat it. Could make an argument for just putting this here, but we got so many stats here, I think we'll be fine. I might as well wait on the ability till next turn, because I'll probably be able to get more stuff there. Let's see. We could put this here. But we're not redrawing. Why don't we just do this? This is the best thing we can do, I think. Unless this is. I don't think so. I think just Inspire here works. Could have maybe argued also I should have just played the Unearthed Remains there instead of this Vampire's Tooth. Because is Pincushion really that important compared to Kinhost Carapace? Probably not. Now I'm a little iffy though here. Like this seems like if I play a spell, it's not so good. Because he's already dying. I mean, this guy can't necessarily do much here. Like how much do I want to greed out just for an extra 2/2? I think we should just take our luck right now with that and not do anything more. That seems like a good plan to me. And who knows, maybe I could have got even 4 more stats there, but, 4 more stats, but, yeah, it's like, is that really going to be the difference maker? Probably not. We're probably still just scaling well enough. It's just going to have a good amount of stats. Then you just throw in some keepers, and they're on full life, like, you know, pretty much lifesteal the full game. And even, you know, it would be Carapace eventually that it would be spamming It's Alive on. Honestly, I should actually be at that point now. It's still hard to say because with the boss, it's like you still like to have that wall of stuff in front of your Carapace, even if the Carapace is the highest health unit at that point. It's because it is your main damage carry as well. But I do maybe at like around 100 health or so, I might start moving that unit to the front. I don't think this is a deck where I can justify Faulty Body. Organ Harvester looks pretty good to me here. I really want to take Mix as well, but the Organ Harvester is pink. It does come with the Ember, but, you know, we are Sinner Cell, so it's not that bad. I think definitely just the Organ Harvester. Now I can definitely bring that guy forward, the Kinhost Carapace. He'll go in the forward and he'll be unstoppable. And that, by the way, it's like, I'm already now accomplishing much more Reanimate than that Extract, the Symphony of the Soul ever could, right? There's just so much better ways to do usually what I would accomplish with Symphony of the Soul. So it's like, it only really makes sense if you're completely breaking the amount of buffs or something. But it's like, I feel like at the same time, if you're able to apply enough buffs and then also play a Symphony of the Soul, I feel like it's almost win more in a lot of cases. Definitely don't want the ambient charge. We still want to scale our dude, and there is definitely some anti-synergy with a non-pink Force Contamination, but it is a very good card. We could also take the Power of Knowledge, which is pink, but overcosted. And I didn't like it in MT1. I guess I don't love it in MT2 either, but it does feel like it has more use in MT2, so I'm like, I don't know. I still do have, I guess, 6 consumables in the deck, so eventually it does 120 damage, but still, it's like I said, it comes back to, like, how I talked about how some cards just need to be good on the first draw through the deck, and this card is not that, unless you get the very perfect draw order. So it's like, a lot of times you draw it, or not a lot, but we'll say many, a significantly non-zero amount of times, you will just draw Power of Knowledge before you've ever even drawn a single consume card. So it literally can't even kill a unit, and it costs 2. Now, of course, all it takes is 1 consumable to at least kill a backliner, but at the same time, it's like, I'm spending 2 Ember to kill a backliner? A single one? And then there's also that outside chance to just completely not draw any consumables. And granted, I got the Lost Luggage, so it's pretty unlikely, right? But I don't know. I still just don't. I don't know if I like any of these cards, honestly. Force Contamination would be the one, but it's so anti what my Carapace wants to do, but it's also just like, you know, it would be good. I don't think we need any of these cards, honestly. Would be nice to deploy the that thing, but I'm already so full up on deployment at the moment. Plus, we're going to be adding a keeper now. Like, it's, yeah, I need to definitely just focus on getting some cost reductions. Ooh, look at that. Speaking of, so I could get this thing to a 0 cost. That could be a dupe target as well. I think I still would prefer duping the keeper if that goes immediately, but yeah, so if you know there's no times whatever event here, so I'm going to hit this before I do any of this. Just remember what we had though, consuming move, holdover. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, I can get health there. Would have been maybe nice to hit that steel, but I think this is fine. Trinkets, Vortex, Pyro remains. I think I can pay some of this. Let's do it. Hell yeah. Love it. Alright, it doesn't really do anything, but yeah, hopefully we get there. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, we got the Looming Dark Shard at the small price of, like, 75% of my fire health. It's fine. Things are fine. Totally worth the risk. We got this play, which is just happening. And we got a holdover, which I don't really need when I've got all these it's alive, so it only makes sense if I could maybe have a lightstone casing. I would put it on this Unearthed Remains for sure. So it looks like a skip to me. Or, sorry, a reroll to me at this point. Yeah, these are not it. Permafrost. Spell Chain. I will say this, though. Probably bring one of these down to 0 and Spell Chain it. It's either that or Forevermore Serum. Honestly, I could see the Forevermore Serum as well. It just sucks because it's, like, not replayable. But that allows me to stack Reanimate pretty quick, which is generally more useful than stacking Lifesteal. The problem with the Lifesteal is I have to get my health up first. But I don't know. With the First of Kin now, I am still leaning toward the nice thing about doing it on the It's Alive is because it's not consumable, so I can just keep doing it. Plus it's pink. And it gives me actual attack scaling for what that's worth, even if it's small. I think this is the better play. Where are you? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Unfortunately, we just have no actual spell damage. I gotta say, I don't know about Fracture so far. It hasn't felt noticeably worse than Echo Break, but I feel like there has been more turns that I wish I had Echo Break than I wish I had Fracture. For certain, but we'll see. I think I am still leaning toward the Echo Break. I do think it's time to do this because I don't think we're hitting any steals. So let's just duplicate this as is. Eventually I can dupe the Kinhost Carapace, but right now it doesn't make sense to. Might as well keep statting it up first. Titan Skin 4, basically nothing. We got the Reanimate boss, but that's not really how we're permascaling. I could still argue, what is it, Unholy Alliances. Even with this boss, I think we can probably just go top floor. That gives me more time to permascale. I think that makes sense. And then, let's see. I could, I guess, put Pincushion here. That could pretty much be okay. Put it like here or something? I don't know. And then Baron Grail just goes on its own floor, I guess. It would be nice to protect the Pincushion. And I don't need to be playing Erratic Assistance on this floor. Yeah, let's do that. And then I'll put the assistance here, actually. Get some spiky skin going. Honestly, it's the best scenario for it, actually getting it in the very start. It almost feels sacrilegious to be so fortunate right now to have basically what old school Pufferflesh was, which was a deployable unit. And it's so fun. I almost want to just not feed it to the Pincushion. I mean, he's at a good number anyway right now. It's like I could just feed it to the Kinhost Carapace, and that Kinhost Carapace is gonna definitely not die, I'll tell you that much. Definitely want to do this. I mean, I'm not gonna be needing the spikes, so I don't know. I feel like I would just be. It still makes sense just to scale this thing. It just sucks that it's like the first thing, but so I don't get to actually have it resolve and gain spikes. But if I put it on the back layer, it doesn't matter. We'll just replace it soon enough. Put these in front, I guess. They come in with armor, which I think is good for our use cases here. Now, one thing I will say is the It's Alive stacking lifesteal doesn't become as good here, but it's still fine. I think we still definitely want to play that. Do this. Permascaling. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, we'll eat the more expensive one. Could put one there too. But is it even that important that this guy lives? He's not going to get hit that much, if at all. Yeah, I think we just focus these up here for sure. It's a lot of stuff coming in, but that's fine. I could do this. I kind of want to just get rid of these. Save this for maybe something more threatening, like the boss or something. Unfortunately, our Forevermore Serums are out of the question here. Well, this is fine. I'm just going to use that to kill that. I'm not going to use my ability here. Now here I will say for sure, instead of putting this here, I'm putting it here. Even though I probably still, even with the lifesteal, or the reanimate boss, I honestly probably could get away with it here, but this one's just happening. So they're all dead. Can put you in the front and eat this one since it has a lower amount of stuff. And then I could do this still, just to do it. I mean, do we really care about getting these stewards out there? It's not that necessary to get them out. We do want to just get the more stats here. We'll hopefully get a good extract this next turn. Alright, play that. Living Dark Shard's pretty good in those type of turns. Well, what do we got here? Maybe I could just blow this on this. I don't know though. If I'm extracting, I might as well just use it up here. I don't think it's like that needed on those other floors. Plus we got the double shelter here. This is just like pretty automatic. Alright, same deal. Put the one with more armor in front. I'll extract. Alright, how much reanimate we up to? 6. We're going to be pretty good here. You go there. Probably should have put that at the bottom, actually. Do I eat this? There's like really no rush to eating it, right? What's even the advantage to me eating it at this point? Because that's the last assistant. Might as well just let it sit there if I happen to need it. Of course, it looks like I won't need it, so I will just eat it here, I guess. We do that. I think it's pretty self-explanatory from here out. Level 4 Echo Floor here at the minimum, so I should take care of some of that. Alright. There's some. I knew my Echo Snare would come in handy. Alright, I also do that. And yeah. Got some good hits in there with Baron Grail. Yeah, even on just such a weak floor to support Baron Grail with, he still did 300 damage to the boss. It's not like, it's not game winning, but it's something. I should have waited in the last turn to extract this turn. I don't know. I probably should have. Electricity Chamber, the most usually do nothing room in the game, but I could argue that I don't have a room, and I may not end up with one likely from here on out, and I could just take it, because the other cards aren't that good. You know, Acid Shower, I guess, could be some AoE. I mean, I will say this, I don't have a great answer to the silencers right now, other than the consumable Echo Snare card. But I am running a 2-floor setup, which I feel makes the Acid Shower harder to play sometimes. I also just kind of want to see Unearthed Remains more often, and even these It's Alives. Yeah, do we really need an Acid Shower? I feel like we don't. Weaponized Prosthetic's not very good here. Maybe I can just take this Electricity Chamber, I don't know. I mean, I do not really reanimate that much, other than, I guess, with the Organ Harvester. It's just like, I don't know, it's like one, it is pink, but it comes with a Calcified Ember, which is not that bad, since it's 0 cost. I'll just take it. Why not? Okay, Resonance is really good AoE. It's not pink, but I don't know. I mean, Forgotten Trade would be really good too. But right now, I don't know. I'd have to frontline it on my Kinhost Carapace, which already has the Reanimate thing, which already costs 2. Like, I don't even know if I would want to merge those together. Maybe just take the Ancient Resonance. Get some AoE. So let's go to the right. We need that fire health. We're committed now, since we did that other thing. Volatile Gauge. I think they did correct it now so that it does work with the Sinner's Salve. Of course, the Erratic Assistance would be a downgrade. Most of my one cost would mostly be a downgrade, especially since I didn't take the Ember upgrade, boss upgrade. But I could take it for the next one if I take Gauge. I mean, It's Alive is still good with Gauge, even at this. It's like 0-0 half the time. Then it's 1, and then 2. It's just like, it's still mostly going to be good. It's definitely a downgrade on this card, though. Maybe it's actually a big downgrade now that I kind of think it out. Like, yeah, half the time it increases its cost, and a quarter of the time it increases it quite a bit. So, definitely a big downgrade of that card. My deployment phase, on average, should be better, because most of these cost 2, and they would go down to an average of 1.5. Organ Harvester becomes better. Unearthed Remains becomes better in the sense that it's, sure, it could technically cost me 1 every now and then, but 3 out of 4 times it'll cost 0 still. But I simply just drawing that card more often, I think would offset the increase in cost. You could say it's neutral still there. I gotta say though, as I kind of look through it all, I don't know that this deck wants Gauge. It pains me to say that, but I feel like had I taken an Ember upgrade, I'd probably take Gauge here still. But without the Ember upgrade, it's a lot less enticing for me to take Gauge at this point. We could take Advanced Growth. That it obviously would be kind of not so good. With the Pincushion, of course, I could just abandon scaling Pincushion in favor of advanced growth and just start scaling the actual attack cards. I mean, what's more powerful, burning each of the equipment that come out from the erratic assistant for 3/3, or would it be better to get 4 attack per kill that they could get? I mean, not all of them could really be getting kills, so it's like I feel like the Pincushion is still maybe better for the target of the equipment of these erratic assistants is what I'm saying. But the equipment, the artifact's probably still worth it just because I have the organ harvester and it will just sit on Kinhost Carapace, and I'll get quite a lot of slays with it because he's a multi-striker and he's hitting huge, and he's at the front. Yeah, we'll take that for sure. Hair of the Hybrid, I suppose is good. I don't know if that's good enough for me to buy it, though, because I could reroll here. It's just Rage 5 in most cases. Which I guess is really good for the Pincushion. If the Pincushion... This is a case where if I'd put multi-strike on the Pincushion, then maybe we could justify this one a bit more, and maybe even Pincushion takes over at that point. But I don't know, as it stands, I don't know, just my single striking Pincushion is the main benefactor of that, and then sure, I get a 1x 5 rage to my multi-striker. And maybe in some rare cases 10 armor, but I'm already getting that anyway. I don't think we're going to. Because keep in mind, Wormkin has such good artifacts that we're just not seeing. Mandibles is alright. I guess we take that. None of the others are really calling out to me. I mean, the wing clippings, it's like... It would be good with a serum. I don't think it'd be that good with a shelter. Shelter is not really going to keep pace with lifesteal and reanimate. So I don't even know if it's positive, but obviously Mandibles is always positive. So we'll take that. Notice Stone, I don't know about Notice Stone. It's, we don't have any actual spell damage, so obviously not, I guess. What are our worst cards? I guess Stewards. Definitely just get rid of those for now. Could remove one more with money if I'm not hitting vortexes. And it doesn't look like I have any vortexes ahead of me, so I think we do want to get rid of one shield steward, maybe. Alright, that's fine. Well, to make sure to not accidentally feed too many slays, I could probably just set up bottom in this fight. Like I said, if we go top, I don't know. It is a significant amount of extra scaling if I go top, though. I think we should go top. That's my top floor right now. He's kind of... I need to, like, maybe... These are both kind of green. Maybe I should change it so that this one is on the mid. That way it's a little more easy for me to tell which floor is which. So do I want... yeah, we got Pincushion. There's really no reason to put Grail here if I can't eat my erratic assistants. We still do it like that. Another grafted unit where it really pains me to, you know, maybe not use its thing. But I think it's okay. You know, I could, I guess, put it on a keeper, but I don't think we're going to need it. And if I don't need it, I might as well just feed it to the 3/3. As sad as that is, but I feel like that's probably the play. I guess I could do... Oh, I should have eaten it this turn. It would have been better, because then I could have got a double strike in here. Is this guy incant? Damn, he is incant. I don't care about incant. You can get incanted as much as you want, buddy. Like, let's do it. I'm gonna play Fracture here just because I'm not in any dire need of this. And I want to get the maximum amount of echoes here. Alright, here is where some AoE will be definitely wanted. Wow, I'm taking a big hit here. What is going on? That's not good. I think Baron Grail's a liability to me in this fight. I'm fine just saying fuck it to him. Like, he... I mean, we have a problem. We can't... We're going to feed this guy quite a lot, I think, in this fight. This is actually a really bad fight for... Now, like, I never think of the Slay version of Strix as being threatening, but as I see this, I'm like, uh-oh. You know, that attack's going to add up quick. Now, granted, I do think we just let Grail die, though, like, as I think about this. So let's do this. I'm gonna go like that and sacrifice him here just so I don't get the Slays yet. And maybe this can die to the next wave. And then we'll just do this for now. At least we didn't feed it a Slay there. We might be able to get through this without feeding this thing any Slays, and if we do that, we're good. Alright, definitely this goes down, absolutely. Obviously, we'll play that. And now is where the tricky parts come in, so... I guess they'll both be at the bottom floor next turn, is that right? No, it's not necessarily true. Hallow might go mid. It doesn't matter too much, though. I'm like... just trying to think. It's going to be hard for me to ever play this thing. I could just not play it. I did that after I summoned it, because I was like, I don't know. I guess this thing's already dying, though, because of the thing. I don't know. I kind of wanted to get as many Slays as possible with this equipment, which is what I'm a little worried about. You know, I think I just need to play this out. If it triggers a Slay, it triggers a Slay. I think at this amount of health, it might not even trigger the Slay, but we'll see. We'll see. I guess I won't use the ability here. I mean, it's only 3. Okay, we'll get the Slay here. It doesn't look like there's much I can do about that. I guess I could redo it, but I'm already that worried at this point. This guy's already halfway dead, so is she. +5 is not much at this point. Might as well just use this up here. I don't even mind the sap. Mainly, I just want to get my permascaling this turn, I think. So, I might not even do that. Yeah, let's just do this. I'm okay doing this, though. That kind of makes sense to do. We sapped the shit out of ourselves here, but I don't think it'll matter. Yeah, I think we can put these here. Put this here. We can do this now. Should I wait on this? I don't really want to redraw it. Even if it's not hardly any echoes. Too bad this card is not infused. I mean, I'd obviously be very strong with Wormkin, but I feel like, I don't know, in my mind I'm like, if my grafted card is infused, shouldn't the equipment, or Like, the equipment's like literally a part of the body. So, how is it not pink? But, okay. We can do our AoE in here. Our AoE is coming in right on time, I guess. Alright, I think we're good to go. Just in time for my daily sap dosage. Uh-oh, he's dying. Doesn't matter. We're just gonna go to Relentless anyway. I'm gonna throw this away. Oh, he doesn't die. Well, he will. Yeah, I did my extract not thinking the Reap was killing him. I guess the Reap was killing him. Oh, we're getting to such good stats here. Oh, he just died from Reap. Might as well wait until the next round, I think, to do this ability. Get as much pink as possible here. Alright, really good stats. I'm telling you, this Kinhost Carapace is a great card now. It's really good rework. I mean, there's been some... It's so dope, honestly, some of the reworked units over the course of both Monster Train 1 and 2. You know, sometimes it's not a hit, right? But a lot of times it is, and I think Kinhost Carapace is a big time hit for its rework. Like, the original one was just, I don't know, it was kind of cool sometimes, but toward the end of my Monster Train 2 or Monster Train 1 playing, I just stopped really taking that unit like ever, and I feel like I was like better off for it. But certainly there was some things you could do with it, especially with like Melting Remnant. But in Monster Train 2, I will almost always try to justify taking Kinhost Carapace now, and I feel like it's a pretty reasonable unit. Like, it's perhaps you know, definitely better than the other permascaling units, I feel, for the most part, but not to a gigantic degree that it feels like overpowered. It's just like slightly ahead of them, I feel, which makes it just feel so nice. But yeah, what can I say? I do love the Kinhost Carapace. Anyway, tangents aside, what are we going to choose here? Unearthed Remains is always safe. Mind of Our Own, we could do. That is some front-loaded damage. It does... The problem is, if I'm not going to deploy that equipment, which, I don't know, I really don't think I'm going to. I know I'm hitting at arms here, but... and I'll take an Ember upgrade right now. I think I'm pretty solid on that, but even with the Ember upgrade, I'm trying to think... If I'm going to dupe the Kinhost Carapace at some point, probably the final dupe. Just trying to think how that works out with deployment Ember. It's like, if I can get the equipment out early, then Mind of Their Own might be worth. Of course, there's a pink Mix-a-Lot as well, but and I do hit a Merchant of Magic here. But that's a little... Without additional just having a Mix-a-Lot is much less valuable, I feel, because then I can't choose the initial color to be in, and you're just rolling the dice on a 1 out of 4. That's not very good. I think Mind of Their Own is pretty good here. But is it even good? Like, is Unearthed Remains just kind of better? I mean, it's... don't know. I feel like it is better. And here's the thing. We've had Pincushion on our floor. But honestly, it's not going to be much longer. And it really depends on just what I'm doing with my next dupe. Like, am I duping another Keeper of Echoes? I kind of think I am. And then that's just going to take up that last floor spot. And Pincushion gets demoted. And Pincushion, the reason... this is honestly better for Pincushion, because now Pincushion serves a bit more of a purpose on the floor with Baron Grail. You know, he's back with his buddy, and now he's returned from training. You know, he just got through the hyperbaric time chamber, whatever you want to call that top floor, and basically he's back from his time away, back home to the Baron Grail, and he's a lot stronger now, and he can tank, so he'll be able to protect Baron Grail for many turns. So this is not so bad. Either way, I think the Unearthed Remains becomes even better, factoring in that we're going to be running another Keeper on that floor. So I think we take that. We'll take Ember for sure. And I can remove its Consume. Very tempted to, but I could also just do it here. The thing that doing it with a serum would make my Pincushion floor better, but my counter argument there is, like, I'm going to be at full pyre health, and as such, I'm not so certain I need to keep 2 floors alive for, like, the Titan fight. It's already going to be, even with a Fervomore serum, like, potentially hard to do that, but I don't know. Our Pincushion will tank quite a bit, but, you know, it doesn't have Titanite or anything, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, eventually I'm going to dupe the Carapace, though, and the Carapace will also be on the other floor, I imagine. No, that's not necessarily true, but I think he will be. At that point, I keep 2 floors alive. I think that's fine. So I think we still probably just benefit from doing it here. Also means I don't have to dupe it, because I was going to dupe it. Potentially, if I did not dupe the Keeper this turn, but I think we're definitely going to do that Keeper. We could spell chain that, though. That's not so bad. I also could just do another It's Alive like that, which honestly, with what we got, that seems probably better. I think that's probably better. Well, I do have something that benefits from this. I guess I'll do it, because it's not going to be able to get much else on it. Double stack. Could also do that. Now I wish I had, you know, I think double stack here is fine. It's, I still think probably that, since it got spell chained. That was the plan all along. I could Holy Stone this. It's not horrible. It's a 2 cost. It's not going back down, so yeah, and we don't want to Surge Stone it, so that's good. Good use of money. I gotta say, that shop felt real good. So yeah, let's do another Keeper. 3 of them. That's the sweet spot. We eventually did get Learning Limb, but at this point, I really don't see why it would ever beat just all-inning on it Hungers. It's too late for it. We do have an Ember upgrade. It is this group, which kind of sucks, but I definitely need that money. I don't need it. I mean, I'm probably winning without it, but I want it. So we can just set up our main floor bottom here, I suppose. Probably makes sense. And then we'll do the follow-up floor here. Singing Assistant. Alright, definitely just play these. And that. And now it becomes a little more. We want to focus this floor. So there is AoE, and there's going to be a lot of it. I think we want to shelter here. But yeah, we'll do this now. It's a good time to do it. Oops, should have done this first. See, I could be playing into advanced growth here and like putting them on the keepers maybe, but it didn't seem like, or even the Kinhost Carapace, but I don't know, I think I still do want the scaling on this Pincushion. We can save that shelter. This guy's just not dying. I still should probably do that though. If I lose the keepers, it's not that big of a deal. Eventually, like this thing's just gonna solo the rest of it. Alright, and we got this. This guy is not dying. We should do this then. Huh. Well, this is where the follow-up floor comes in handy. Alright, they're good. Might as well do this. I know I'm like giving up some permascaling here, but I could probably just, even though it's not at full here, I should probably just take the echoes here while I can, since the floor is so cleared out. Oops, forgot to eat that turn. Should have done that. Okay, this is not going super well. Looks like it's actually good. See, this is what I'm talking about though. See, I probably need the mandibles is coming in big here. Yeah, so now actually the backline fully dies, so that's perfect. That's what I was saying, like I probably want the echoes this turn, which is why I took them last turn, since now I actually have a floor that I have to kill here. And, you know, maybe there's always like shelter and stuff like that too. Definitely want to do that. And then, do I want to shelter here? And then I should wait until I think the boss for this. Maybe shelter's better. Because I don't have really a way to get to the AoE. Forgot to use this as well. Alright, technically he's dying right now, but I need to use my ability. Let's just do that. There's no punishment on this. It's not like it's a thing. So, we'll use that. We're getting up there with the stats. Alright. Horrified. You never know. But also, like, insatiable hunger as a floor-wide heal. The problem is, I just don't think I'll ever... If I'm not dying to the AoE that I just experienced, then I'm not dying to any AoE that's to come. So do I even really need insatiable hunger? It's probably not that good. Risky operation is like not worth the risk, I feel, but in some cases I could take it. Horrify is just useful. Let's just take it. Return soul. Probably not amazing, but also probably not that bad. Thinning the deck out to hit unearthed remains more often is a good thing, so I think we take it. Plus it's pink. definitely going left. So with that Holy Stone plus that, we got full health. Bog Slime absolutely getting taken. Crown of the Eternal, I could take. I mean, we're not going to be frontlining Baron Grail, though. Cleansing Water, is that even that important? And I don't even know if it is. Like, I don't think we really need that. We got a lot of money, though, but... Yeah, let's see if we're getting maybe some better artifacts here. I really don't need the crown. I have no mix. Mine Horde's fine. Probably nothing much else, so... Echo Bloom could be okay. It's just too expensive. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think we need to even roll here. I'm like... We do want to get this out and deployable. I don't think there's much that I could roll for here. I guess I could take Fight Club. It helps accelerate the damage of the Keeper of Echoes. That's just all it does, though. We already got, like, spikes. I don't know. It's just not that much better than what we got, so... Jackstrips, maybe. I don't know how good it's really going to be. I mean, it could be okay. I think we'll take it. It's probably better than... I'm just going to remove this anyway, right? Okay. Well, it should be good to go. We'll just dupe the Kinhost Carapace now. 230, 230, not bad, right? And it's multi-striking and 1 pip. See, I like Kinhost Carapace because it still gives me the sense of, like, that I had to work for it to get there, you know? Similar to, like, a Steel Singer, it feels really good to play Steel Singer in that sense, right? I don't think we want to set up bottom. We want to set up top and mid. I'm just trying to think who goes where. So we got to get the silencers killed before they get to our mid floor, but it's probably less punishing if the Baron Grail can't do its thing versus if my Keeper floor can't do its thing, so I think that's how we'll run it here. And we're going to be a little short here. I think the 80 health buffer is nice. I think we can just do this. I want to make sure I get this into play. Pretty much solidifies victory. At the same time, maybe we just get that into play. I don't know. This is, like, probably better. Like, we got that anyway. Do that, do that. And we could even still scale both floors, which is kind of nice here. They're not competing for echoes with each other. They're just going to be natural echoes that are happening with the erratic assistant. It's okay if we put one of these down here. Give up some permascaling just to, like, kill that whole floor. I feel like that is decent. Still like that, I think. Don't love this. Alright, that's fine. Mission accomplished. Probably not the best turn for that. This one can't consume, right? Perfect. Didn't even think of that with the Return to Soul. That makes it even better of a pick. Yeah, I guess I got nothing else to do unless I just don't care about this shelter. I feel like I don't really care about this shelter. Plus there's enough echoes there anyway. And plus we got the Bog Slime, so it's Inspire anyway. Might as well just play it, yeah. didn't get the pincushion in, but do I... I could just have this guy scale, then if he's already getting kills, I'll just... It makes it fine. I guess I put one on him already too, huh? Well, at least they're scaling. Otherwise, we'll put these here. I don't necessarily want to, you know, give this guy any more free incants. Could do this. This is probably fine. I just don't want to have to deal with, like, not conserving my incants if need be. There's this guy. Now we can put those there. Let's do that. See, here we can do this, I guess. Alright, here's our AoE here. Too shabby. Hey, look. Like I said, the Scottie Pippen floor is no joke. Like, it came together here at the end. I haven't seen an enemy on the Michael Jordan floor. They're all getting handled already. And now I can finally have a good turn to replenish the health on this thing. Of course, it's probably still... Technically, at this point, let's just see if we can kill him mid. We're obviously going to kill him top, so why don't we see if we can kill him mid. See what type of work we can do here. Sap it up. Not the best returned soul hand, but yeah, might as well just... Sucks to consume it, but we get more out of it here. We got the silencer here, but that's fine, because we already blew our ability, and there's no more assistance to eat. Of course, now we have this conundrum of this guy who's, you know, it's fine, we don't need to, we definitely don't want to deal with that stuff. What I will do, though, I definitely want this guy to die. So let's do that. I might as well just do this twice, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, this is already killing him, so we're good there. Let's just get some more scaling. This guy's the one that has more, so we'll give them more. Alright, should be good to go. Alright. It's like our little zerglings here. I don't think they stand any chance against us. So I think we go main floor bottom in this fight. And we'll put the stronger one down here, I think. Yeah, so you go first. And we'll follow it directly with this. I think that works. And again, I think we're good just to do this. It's pretty high attack. Seems to be fine. We'll give... I'm actually going to give you that, since this one's going to get the reanimate equipment. I'll still give each of them some of that. I'm going to do... I maybe want to put some damage up here too. This guy's going to die pretty quick, so that means entropy will die too. I'll give a little bit there then. We'll do that. Do this on cooldown. Alright, start with that. Always play this. I do want to play that. I do want to play this. Alright, that's not killing that. But you know what? I probably will, because then this doesn't have to deal with the first 2 units. So, yeah, so he's dying. That's good. I do want to get this in. Kill it the other turn, though, because I don't have any Ember this turn. I guess we can put this here. Might be better here. I think so. It gives me a little bit more front-loaded damage. I get a Slay here, so it'll start maybe being a nice follow-up hit. That way this guy doesn't have too much incoming damage to deal with. Looks like we got this, so we definitely do that. We definitely do this. Then we definitely just bring this back. Always play this. I think I just do this. Could have probably stood to play our abilities there, but we'll just do this next turn. It's fine. Alright, definitely get you in. We'll do these first. Down here. Let's just do this. We'll do this on these two. I might as well wait on this one, I guess. We got this here. Let's put that. I mean, honestly, I should just... Any remaining equipment should just go to the units. There's not really any point in spamming them on Pincushion, honestly. We'll just keep the lifesteal on Pincushion, I guess. I don't know. Probably should just put it on this guy, honestly. Okay, that guy's a bit annoying. This will be a good turn to get some extract here, though. Let's see, 275. Let's do that. So he doesn't have equipment yet, though. I want one here, actually. And then... I could do that, but then I don't generate my attack card, so I don't actually want to do that there. Yeah, let's just do this. Wow, that's a lot of curses of entropy. I feel like I have so many of them. Is going down. Got the good damage there. Give you some lifesteal. You are... Why is this guy just... He's just really doing a much better job at staying alive. I guess this guy has just dealt with more. But either way, I think they're both alright now. Do that damage there. Still give him some lifesteal, because why not? Keep you dazed, I guess. And guess this goes here. And GG. Alright, that was a fun run. I like that run. It was like 2 reasonably permascaling units, with one taking kind of the back seat somewhat, but still providing decent value, which was Pincushion. But obviously the first kin was the main star of the show here. Wow, Wormkin is just so fun to play. Apparently that's my first time playing Pincushion with the new stat tracking there. Well, I could have got more out of Pincushion at the end there. I just decided it was pointless to do it at that point. Might as well just give the stats to the units. You know, full Devour Grail is just solid. It's just one of the most like solid pass in the game in terms of requiring basically no investment at all. The only investment is that unit just has to sit there, and if anything, just the free erratic assistants are already enough for the path to be decent. It won't carry the game, though, unless you really build into it. But that's fine. A lot of times you just don't need Baron to be the carry, but it can be if you need it to be. Let's put it that way. But usually you want to, basically, you would want a way to get multi-strike onto him, probably, or trample, which the clan has a few ways of doing, right? Or alternatively, you could like replicate array it after you've statted it up a little bit. Those are all like viable things you can do to kind of make it pop off, but we didn't need it to pop off here because we had our not first of kin, Kinhost Carapace. I don't know why I called it first of kin. Kin on the mind, I guess. But yeah, this, you know, you can see kind of the difference as I kind of predicted. It's like, if you compare the stats, even though we were focusing on the Carapace versus the Pincushion, it's like double stats by the end. It really starts to take off by the mid-game when you can get a bunch of echoes just more consistently. But yeah, like I said, it's not a fair comparison necessarily because we built the deck around the Carapaces, not the Pincushion. If we built it around Pincushion, we would have tried to spam as many equipment as possible, and obviously we would have given it the multi-strike. But definitely the Carapace is just going to be more, it's less dependent on finding, you know, specific things, I feel. But yeah, do love me some Kinhost Carapace. This unit is so good. And then the rest of everything was pretty good too. And I gotta say, it's alive. We were talking crap on it, but it certainly did the trick. I am glad that we did the ×6. I think it was pretty positive. Anyway, though, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.